Hello everyone. In today's session, we'll see how to read data from Excel file in Selenium Java using Apache POI. Before we start, first we need to understand why we require XLS in automation framework. Okay. So when we are designing any test, okay, we need to send a different types of test data. Okay, so that test data, it may be we can send in XLS file or XML file, but as part of today's demo, we are looking how we can read data from XLS. Okay, other purpose we can also save the execution report in XLS and later we can read it. Okay, so here we can see the Apache POI in Selenium is a widely used API, okay, to read and write data. Okay, Apache POI library written in Java. These libraries give the facility to read, write and manipulate different Microsoft files, for example Excel sheet, PowerPoint and the Word files. Okay, so as part of today's demo we'll see how we can read data from Excel sheet. Okay, if in case we have stored the data in Excel file, okay, so we'll see how we can read data using Apache POI. So what I will do, I'm going to log into Eclipse. Okay, and here I'm going to create a one XLS file. Okay, I'm creating a separate Excel data. This is my package. Okay, inside this one I'm going to create a one XLS file, or I'm going to store save it. Excel data. Okay, okay, this is my username, password. Username is abc@gmail.com. Password admin@123. Then another username pqr@yahoo.com, and password is admin@235. Okay, and again one more user I have, xyz@gmail.com. Okay, and password is @123. Okay, and I'm going to save these things. So we can save these things. Excel book 1, we'll mention it. Okay, and here we'll give the sheet name login. Okay, so now here you can see my test data I have saved in a book1.xlx. Okay, and sheet name is login, and these are the two columns, username and password. And if you open Eclipse, okay, and if you refreshed, okay, here you can see, okay, book1.xlx. Okay, so what I will do, I'm going to create a one test ng class. Okay, test XLS. Okay, and here I am going to create a test ng class. Class name is read XLS test, read Excel data test. Okay, so before we create a or develop a code, okay, so we required some, or we need to add some dependency. Okay, how we can add dependency? Simply we'll write Apache POI Maven dependency. Okay, we'll come here. Okay, so here you can see we required Apache POI, we require different dependencies. Okay, so we'll here Apache POI Maven. So we'll search it. Okay, here we required common dependencies, then XML dependency also required, core dependency also required. We'll simply add this dependency XML and core. Okay. And yeah, other dependencies right now it's not required. Okay, just simply come here, the latest one we'll just copy and add in Eclipse. Okay, so now you come here, form.xml, and here dependencies. we'll just control V, save it. Okay, OXML, we can also check latest, copy. Okay, then we also require the Maven core. Okay, save it. Okay, now I'm going to close this pom.xml, and here, okay, I'm going to write a code to read the data from XML file from Excel. Okay, so what we need to do it, first we need to create an object of file object. Okay, okay, so what I will do, I'm going to create object of file read data is equal to new file, and going to do the file path. Okay, so what is system dot get property, we need to do the file path which just now we have created, user.dir plus. Okay, and here we will simply come here and we will give the file which we have created, book1.xls. just simply come. Okay, using system dot user.dir, we are getting the path till demo. So after that we'll copy and we'll mention here. Okay, now next what we need to create an object of file input stream, file input stream. Okay, then we'll file input stream excel read is equal to new file input stream read data xls file, we need to provide it. Okay, then next, yeah, so now we need to create an object of Excel file. Okay, so we xxf workbook. Okay, and we'll give workbook read Excel is equal to new xxf workbook. Okay, and we need to give the file input string name. Okay, so now if you see, we have created the object of workbook. Now we need to retrieve the sheet name, and after that we need to retrieve the rows and column one by one. So what we will do, so now I am going to retrieve the sheet name. So workbook read Excel sheet get sheet. Okay, we need to give the get sheet name login. Okay, which is returning the sheet name. Okay, okay, yep, sheet. Okay, and we do sheet is equal to, and give. Okay, so now we retrieve the sheet name, and from sheet name we need to retrieve the first column, number of column, then number of rows, and then we'll put in iteration. Okay, so how we can do sheet dot get row. Okay, we'll call this method of 0 dot get last cell number, which is returning the short. Okay, so what I will do, short, it's a total column is equal to. Okay, now I got the total number of columns using get row of 0 get last cell num method. So I also require the total number of rows. Okay, sheet name dot get last row num, which is returning the integer int total rows is equal to. Okay, so this method will return the total number of rows. So now I am simply going to put the for loop int row is equal to, okay, so my first row is a username and the password, the header, so I don't require that one, so I'm starting my row first. Okay, first row, first one is 0th. Okay, so I want to skip. Okay, then row 1. Okay, then row is less than or equal to total rows, then row plus plus. Okay, so it will retrieve the rows. Then I need to retrieve the columns. Int column is equal to 0, column is less than total columns, column plus plus. Okay, and inside we'll put the simple for loop. Okay, switch dot get row will return first row of get cell, it's column 0. Okay, and everything here we can see get cell, get string. Okay, get string cell value, which is returning the cell value. Okay, so here first row, okay, first column, okay, and this is cell. Okay, so I need to return the cell which is returning the cell. Here you can see it's returning the string value. Okay, so we'll put string data is equal to, and we'll simply put data from Excel. Okay, and we'll just simply put it data. Okay, and last we'll close the XLS. This is a good program practice, we need to close it. Okay, now here you can see. Now what I will do, I am going to simply run this code. Okay, just simply come here, run as from test, or from just right click, run as. Okay, test ng. Okay, here it is showing some errors are there. I'll just simply check it. What is the error? Okay, let me close all the things. Okay, now I'm going to run it, or you simply run it. Okay, so I have executed, and here you can see. Okay, so data from XLS. Okay, username password not came, but yeah, all the 3 users, what are the password mentioned, it's came. Okay, now if you go and open, okay, you can see all these details. Okay, if I have added another users, okay, like def@yahoo.com, and password is the password @123, saved it. Okay, I closed. Okay, and if I re-execute, okay, then that value will also come. Okay, so here you can see my test got passed, and df, this value also came. Okay, so this way we can read the data from XLS. Okay, so if in case you have any questions, query, please let me know. Thank you.